Hey, you found it! The only video you will need to learn everything you need to know about travelling to the Philippines. This ultimate travel guide to the Philippines will examine the best time to travel, accommodation, safety and security, plus a whole lot more, while I show you just how beautiful this country is through video. Hi, I'm Pete Greenhalgh, world traveller, adventurer, volunteer, granddad and photographer, and welcome to my home and office on the banks of the beautiful Maroochy River, Queensland. I've been privileged to travel the world since I was 18 years old, and through my channel I will share some experiences and up-to-date information on various destinations. So if you're like me and love to travel and experience different cultures, then you owe it to yourself to subscribe to this channel so we can learn about and experience this beautiful world together. So until we speak again, please be safe and happy travels. The Philippines, a Southeast Asian nation consisting of over 7,000 islands located 800 kilometres east of Vietnam, between the South China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. This country is best known for its islands and beach retreats, primeval forests, rich biodiversity, history and culture. The dry season in the Philippines is from December to April, and the wet season from May to November. While the peak dry season is ideal for enjoying beaches, these months attract higher prices and larger crowds. You can still enjoy the beaches and other outside activities in the wet off-season, so think about the shoulder months of May and November. Your length of stay in the Philippines depends on your particular circumstances. However, 7 days would be ideal to visit 1 or 2 cities, attractions and beaches. But for a more extensive tour of several islands and attractions, consider 14 days. Most visitors to the Philippines arrive at Manila's International Airport. Travellers should know that this airport is huge and delays in arrivals and departures are common, so missing connecting flights is likely. Also, there are 4 terminals at the airport. It can take up to 2 hours to travel between them. You may need to keep this in mind when booking connecting flights. Most tourists travelling to the Philippines for less than 30 days do not require a visa. You will require a passport with sufficient space for arrival and exit stamps, and at least 6 months validity from the date of arrival. You will also need to confirm onward travel arrangements and sufficient funds for the duration of your stay. You will also be required to download and complete the Philippines e-Travel app. Once you have completed the registration, you will be issued a QR code that must be presented to immigration on arrival. You can complete the e-Travel pass 72 hours before travel. I've left the link to the e-Travel app in the description below. To get from the airport to your accommodation, it is advisable to pre-book airport transfer, either through the hotel or privately. When in the cities, taxis and Grabs are your best option. They are reasonably priced and efficient, even in sometimes dense city traffic. Jeepneys are a novel and colourful way of moving around the city. These ornately decorated converted World War II Jeeps have fixed routes, and if you are unsure of which one to catch, simply ask the driver. Small banknotes and coins are the best way to pay for your ride. Buses are the best option for intercity travel in terms of affordability. These buses are modern and comfortable. Transit from island to island, flying and ferries are your best options. Flights in the Philippines are cheap and fast. You can reach any part of the Philippines within a few hours. Accommodation in the Philippines, on average, tends to be a little more expensive than other Asian destinations. Rates may also vary between city and city, region and region. Accommodation rates in major cities such as Cebu City range from 20 up to 200 Australian dollars per night. The Filipino currency is the peso, and at the time of the publication of this video, 1 Australian dollar buys 37 pesos. You can find ATMs throughout the cities and in large towns in the Philippines. However, they may be a little harder to find in the smaller islands and rural areas. Your daily budget for the Philippines is dependent on your level of activity, type of transport, where you eat and so on. It is possible to get by on as little as 30 Australian dollars per day, but on average plan for 50 to 60 Australian dollars per day. These figures do not include accommodation costs. The Philippines is generally safe for visitors. That being said, you should always exercise a degree of caution whenever travelling to international tourist destinations. Over recent years, there have been terrorist attacks, kidnappings and civil unrest in some parts of the Philippines. These incidents are isolated to Western Mindanao, the Sulu Islands and the southern tip of Palawan Island. These incidents have become less frequent in recent years. However, it is advisable to check with government websites for any changes to travel warnings and alerts. Stay in touch with your family and friends when you are travelling. These days, access to the internet is necessary for communications, making reservations, and using apps such as Google Translate. SIM cards can be purchased from the airport, and there are various plans based on data usage and duration. The Philippines is by far my favourite destination in Asia. There are over 7,000 islands and I've only been to 14 of them, so you can expect a lot more content from the Philippines. With some of the best beaches in Asia, coral reefs, rolling mountains and impressive volcanoes, and warm, friendly people, the Philippines is an ideal destination for adventure or just a place to relax and unwind. Thanks for watching, and if you love travelling or learning about exotic countries, you owe it to yourself to subscribe to this channel so we can learn and experience this beautiful world together. So until next time, please be safe and happy travels.